And here in Germany, more than 60 companies have announced plans to invest a total of over 630 billion euros in the country in the next 3 years. While some of the funds had already been pledged, the package also includes fresh capital for the German economy. The announcement came just hours before German Chancellor Friedrich Merz welcomed CEOs and other representatives from around half of those companies at the Chancellery in Berlin. Among them were German companies like Siemens and Deutsche Bank, as well as the US investment firm BlackRock, where Merz served as a board member for several years before returning to politics. In a statement, the Chancellor praised the initiative.
The message we are sending is very clear. Germany is back. It is once again worth investing in Germany. We are not an economy of the past, but of the present and above all of the future. This government wants to move Germany forward again. We want to make investments possible in new technologies and innovations, and with that, create the foundation for new strength, new growth and prosperity for all.
Well, for more on this, we're joined by Kate Ferguson from DW Business. Now, 630 billion euros, it sounds like a lot. It all sounds like good news. What did this meeting set out to achieve?
Well, the point of this meeting really was to showcase the economic transformation that is happening in Germany right now. As you heard from Friedrich Merz just now, the message really from both politics and business was that Germany is back, it's ready to be innovative and competitive again. We heard from Siemens CEO Roland Busch as well. He spoke of big potential in the area of AI, especially in industry and in healthcare. So I think what we're seeing really is a tonal shift towards optimism at a really critical time for the German economy. We've been in recession here for 2 years. Some of the country's key industries like cars and pharmaceuticals are facing massive challenges, whether that's from tariffs in the United States or intense competition from China. So I think the purpose really was to inject a bit of confidence, momentum, and to present business and politics as largely aligned.
Now, we constantly hear about thousands of people losing their jobs in also sectors of German industry. How quickly can we expect to feel the effects of this investment that we've just been hearing?
Yeah, well, we are already seeing some movement. So Germany's train operator Deutsche Bank, for example, has already started modernizing its rail infrastructure. If I give you a little example that's quite local, Rolls-Royce has a factory outside of Berlin in Brandenburg. It has been increasing production of engines for military aircraft, as well as generating hydrogen-powered aircraft. So this is the kind of investment Germany wants, high-tech, future-oriented, combining both defense and climate. That said, though, money alone isn't enough. And a lot of business leaders will say if we don't see reforms soon, then we might as well see months, if not years, of stagnation. They want faster approval processes. They want less red tape. They want access to cheaper energy. So a lot of this will depend on the implementation.
And all of which Friedrich Merz has promised. He just needs to deliver now. Now, will this investment have an effect beyond Germany?
Yeah, this really depends on your outlook. So Germany is the engine of growth in Europe. So if things pick up here, that could generally be good news for the rest of the continent. There are some risks, though, because Germany has always been the financial anchor of Europe. It has been especially disciplined when it comes to spending. Its bonds are considered the safest haven you can get. If this spending doesn't pay off and German debt is considered less lucrative or less reliable than before, that could really affect confidence in other markets. On the other hand, if this shift in Germany leads to more integration in Europe, particularly in capital markets, if it's easier for investors to move their money from one country to the next, that could be a real turning point for the positive for both Germany and Europe as a whole. So we'll see.
And hope for the best. Thank you very much, Kate Ferguson, DW Business.